And I want to make it clear, I'm not passing judgment. I believe, I've been in enough, seen enough altercations to know that both sides end up, going, a little bit away from the truth somewhere in the middle. I am 100% behind Kaiser on this. Okay. I want unequivocally, I'm backing this guy. He's been I think he's a good guy. He's not a hothead to me. If something happened here, the guy I think deserved it. So I don't know what happened, but I am 100% backing Kaiser.
Things are looking great for Ludwig Kaiser because in the middle of last week, I think last Wednesday during Dynamite, a mugshot was released of Ludwig, and it was a battery charge of someone in Orange County, Florida, in his apartment complex on an elevator. Not anything like the Ray Rice situation or anything like that, but of someone of a male Karen or whatever. After Ludwig was apparently aggressively kissing his girlfriend or PDA or whatever. But he was released on a $1,000 bond. And Ludwig, he's apparently looked at as the GOAT down there in Mexico because he went down there for AAA after a show was canceled last week. But nowadays, now it's looking quite well for the man. He's gained a lot more respect down there, and I really love to see that. Here's a look, the pop this man has received is great, to be honest. It's something great. It was said that the man who was battered or the victim or whatever, even though that there are no punches, Ludwig never punched the guy or anything. He just roughed him up a little bit. But you better have some effort respect before I call ice on that or something, But I'm just like, people nowadays will say anything and don't expect consequences. I'm surprised that the man just didn't, say it from behind the screen, because that's usually what people do. People nowadays will just say words behind the screen and not really, but I mean, everything seems to be all right. I mean, AAA's May 30th event with Mass versus Mass with Chad Gable looked like it was in jeopardy for a little bit, but everything is fine. Well, fine as of now, but I mean, we already know, he can't drink alcohol or anything like that. I mean, move this over here. He can't drink alcohol or, to consumption. He can't possess any drug paraphernalia or anything like that. But I mean, that kind of comes with the job in the first place if you're in the WWE. So that kind of goes without saying. I'm just glad for the guy. I'm glad that he's, not in trouble to the point to where the main event is canceled and people's money and expectations are gone. And, because honestly, I think it's time for Chad to lose the mask anyways, because WWE has kind of just failed the man in general. So I'm just glad that I'm glad that he's losing his mask, because Ludwig has been over in AAA. He's getting nothing but monstrous pops. So I'm just glad that oh man, I'm so glad that we also have another side of the story. But the whole Ludwig can't catch a break, bro. I swear. It was Ric Flair. It was Ric Flair coming at Ludwig, and now this happens. I mean, come on, man. I don't know, bro. I'm just glad that things are going well for him now. I mean, it was bad enough that. Oh, of course. But yeah, there's nothing to really say about this. I mean, everything seems to be fine. I mean, as far as everything with Ludwig is concerned, I mean, I was just kept fine with him being Ludwig Kaiser. I wasn't too keen on the whole fake luchador thing, but I mean, it seems to be working over there. And honestly, he's got aura over there. I'm not gonna lie. He's got some nice things going on for himself. He's got seems to be upgraded when it comes to the woman he's with. Everything's going fine with him. So I'm just glad that things aren't, bad or trash or canceled, as far as event wise, because that would be terrible for the people who have, I mean, I'm looking forward to it because as far as stuff and WWE brands, AAA and NXT are on top, you know, Raw and SmackDown, pretty to be honest. Pretty trash. I'm just glad, like, you know, I'm truly happy that we actually get justice for Ludwig, because I saw somebody trying to get that hashtag started. I mean, whenever something's happening, this is someone's favorite wrestler, they just say justice for or we want. So Ludwig being, dude, I'm honestly just waiting for them to drop the footage. I'm waiting for them to drop the footage of the whole, because they obtained the hotel security footage. So there's going to be a matter of time before something like a TMZ or somebody like that bribes the hotel enough for them to pay for the footage, and then they just release it. So to see Ludwig standing up for his woman and, you know, grabbing on the dude, like, probably the dude was probably in his late 50s or early 50s or something like that. But even if you don't know he's a wrestler or whatever, I'm not sure why you would even say that, you know, call ICE on that. But then that kind of conflicts with the other dude's argument, because the other dude's argument was I was attacked by an unknown white man, and, you know, his white woman was sitting there watching. But at the same time, you can look at her and tell, I mean, if you got eyesight and common sense, you can tell that she's not white. So dude was lying, talking about show some manners. I mean, and even if this attack or whatever wasn't really an attack or whatever, or even if Ludwig was you know, snapped off, why would you even care? Mind your business, you know, like, you're on an elevator for like 30 seconds to a minute or even less than that. So the fact that she's gonna sit there and talk about mind your have some man, it's not your business. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if it'd be a different thing if, I don't know, somebody, if he had her hemmed up on the wall and grinding and, you know, genuine and just bumping and grinding and, you know, like they were like going death by snoo. But if you're that old and you're probably married, or you probably got somebody, or you probably have some experiences early in life because you're like in your late 50s or whatever, the fact that you're sitting here telling people to have some manners, you know, like, that's weird too. Both parts are strange, but so is the guy telling people to have some manners when they're like in the elevator for like 20 seconds. But now that we know that there was deeper implications than that, then yeah, I mean, sitting here saying that you're going to call ICE on somebody's, you know, girl, but then using the B word, I mean, obviously you're going to get roughed up, but people don't really like taking responsibility. You know, accountability is something that people don't possess nowadays, you know, that and common sense. So I'm glad that things aren't, you know, falling apart for AAA and everything. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about this because, I mean, I watch AAA and I look forward to AAA and NXT more than I do Raw and SmackDown. So yeah, this was going to affect things major, you know, if things would have escalated out of control. But let me know what you think down in the comments below about this.